Welcome up. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Now here's Bogdanovic. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Big man coming through. Love whenever Porzingis puts his head down and just charges hard towards the basket.
Here's George. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Leonard. An easy 2 points on the layup.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Leonard brings the double team. Porzingis looking it over. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis trying to get free. Doncic no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Richardson. Back to Doncic. Bogdanovic. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. In about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Richardson against Beverly. On the wing, George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
He hits the second from the line. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise...
Okay. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Doncic outside. To the inside. Here's Bogdanovic. Second chance shot. Pass to Finney Smith. Here's Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Beverly. Leonard inside. Richardson cover.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Outside Leonard. And he makes that one. Leonard's got 6.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Leonard against Doncic. 1:06 left in the first quarter. Good work there as it goes.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
George with the ball. Outside Leonard. The rebound by Marjanovic.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 3. George passes to Zubac. Here's Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now Rondo, pass to Cousins. To the middle. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Cousins.
Out of the pick and roll, Cousins is a beast who can finish, but also highly skilled as a setup man.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Redick for 3. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. Kennard kicks to Cousins. Mann passes to Cousins. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
It's Redick on the wing. 3-pointer. Kennard with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Pass to Powell. Redick for 3. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. And Doncic throws it down.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Fast break, Dallas. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Jackson against Doncic. Rondo passes to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. 6 to shoot. At the elbow, Batum. That shot is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. George is checked in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Kelly is checked in for Porzingis. Jim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Marjanovic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Redick. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. To the paint. Here's Leonard. A shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The pass to Melly. Here's Finney Smith. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Zubac. Hardaway, no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverley.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. 29 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Hardaway. Dallas again missing.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Beverley for three. And the three ball is good. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Very consistent from long distance. Beverley a floor spacer offensively.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Patrick Beverley out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. The dish to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Clock at 6. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Mavericks trail by 5. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Richardson outside. Outside, Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Finney-Smith. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard fires away from outside. Come on. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Richardson, and he lays it straight in. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads, cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Doncic.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And here's George. He has 5. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And the dunk by Doncic.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. For Dallas, they've gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. A pass to Porzingis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Mavericks with some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Burke comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Passes to Beverly. 1:19 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway against Kennard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Releases. Here's Cauley Stein on the wing. Hardaway. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Jackson dishes to Beverly. Man passes to Beverly. Jackson in the corner. There's the lob to the hoop.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they go to the intentional foul. Melly is checked in for Dallas. Here's Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the Clippers get called for the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Beverly, the pass to Man. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. But how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. A 2-point game on the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. We've got Josh Richardson. Cauley Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Melli in at the small forward. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Paul George.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
The drive by Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. George against Porzingis. George with the ball. Knocks it loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Now Doncic kicks to Cauley Stein. And it's good off the back rim and in. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
George against Porzingis. The shot by George, no good. Here's Doncic. Richardson. And they call the foul, so he's got the, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic. And the first one at the line is good.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for the Mavericks. Now, here's Doncic. He lobs it up, and Marjanovic with the slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Out to Hardaway. Richardson dishes to Hardaway. Back to Richardson. Feeds it to Hardaway. Powell down low. Defended by George. That one good for 2. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Clippers trail by 10. Outside Leonard. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Clippers. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And George kicks to Leonard. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis with the rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And here's Porzingis. From deep three-point range, can't connect. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Coming right up. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Monte Morris is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. 2 on the clock. 18 feet out. Rebound by the Clippers.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Zubac. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And both teams, Doris, battling injuries.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The three from Leonard hits the three-point bomb.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Gordon the pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Now here's Beverly. And stolen by Bull. Gordon finds Jokic. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Now George kicks it out to Leonard. The Clippers again turning it over. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jokic passes to Morris. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. And the rejection by Zubac. And Porter putting it right back in. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here, trailing by 4. George against Porter. And George with the stuff.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Morris looking over the floor. Jokic kicks to Morris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, Morris in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
George against Porter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Bull. And it's Harrison in for Michael Porter. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's George. Batum trying to break loose. Kennard. That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Harrison. The Clippers getting the bucket. Can they get it? And there's the play inside by Millsap.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
George dishes to Batum. Rondo with a clean look. And the shot is long.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Gordon finds Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and gameplay. Rondo with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Rondo passes to Kennard. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Rivers surveying the D. No good with the layup. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Reggie Jackson, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's man in at the 3 side. Porter against Kennard. Porter, no luck. Clippers leading by 3. Cousins inside, guarded by McGee, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Bol comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Here's Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. In the corner, Kennard with it. Outside Jackson. Good work defensively by Morris. The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Bol. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Gordon kicks to Morris. Back to Gordon. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. The feed to Bol. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Leonard in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Clippers. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Chuncho. Jokic on top. He's covered by Leonard. And that one's good. Chuncho.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Jackson. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. Outside for Rondo. The pass to Leonard. Stolen by Rivers. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
The Nuggets trail. Passes it to Harrison to the inside. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Jackson with it. Dubbed by Rivers. Rondo passes to Morris. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Millsap's running. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 3-point Denver lead.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
Jackson from long range. That one also missed for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
George is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Clippers trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Morris. They need this one. A second chance effort. Zubats. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And McGee kicks to Millsap. Pass to Harrison. Here is McGee. It's hauled in by Beverly. The Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Deft touch on the alley-oop. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. Left side, George. He gets that one. George has got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Stolen by Beverly. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Gordon out there at goal. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is...
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Woo!
Wow, how about the burst? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
Here's George, and it's denied. One-on-one fast break. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Jokic passes to Porter. Jokic high post. Working on Zubats. Clock at 4. Denver needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Zubats. And George, here we go. Pass to Leonard. George with the ball. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Misses off the right iron.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
And an intentional foul right there. And the Nuggets making a change here. Harrison's checked in. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. George with the ball. He's got 13. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Gordon, the pass to Bull. Now, here's Jokic. Defended by Batum. The pass to Harrison. In the corner, Bull with it. 3 on the clock. And he makes good on the layup. Bull's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Batum. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Gordon. And they're moving it up. Harrison kicks to Jokic. Got a piece of it. Batum with the steal. And here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now, here is George. He's covered closely. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Back to Rondo. And that one is good.
Yeah, you got to be better defensively on Rondo there as he comes off that screen.
The Nuggets leading by 6. We've got 1:18 left in the third. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
From deep, George. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
Outside Millsap. Rondo against Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Was it? And yet the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use for the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reverse the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Doesn't go that time. The third quarter comes to a close. Denver on top, up 5. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Rondo against Morris. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. The Nuggets leading by 7. Porter kicks to McGee. Outside Millsap. Green breaking loose. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. And that one, good. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Morris dishes to Porter. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The finish, and Batum throws it down.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Now, here is Morris. Now McGee. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Jackson. Porter passes to McGee, and he converts the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Leonard against Millsap. Leonard, no luck. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Porter kicks to McGee. Denver passing it around. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Jackson down low, guarded by Porter. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Green. Aaron Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Austin Rivers in for Morris. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Leonard with the ball. And McGee picks him up defensively. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
Harrison's checked in for Denver. And he makes both free throws.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Rivers passes to Jokic, and Denver again with the bucket.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And George kicks to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Beverly dishes to George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Jokic. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on board.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
Rivers passes to Jokic. Floats it up for Jokic. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Gordon, the pass to Chanshaw. Shot clock at 5, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Leonard kicks to Zubas. Beverly for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Gordon with it. Dishes it to Rivers. Pass to Chanshaw. Here's Jokic. No good there. So the Nuggets win it. Some good moments. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. Some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Harrison in at the point. And for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Bull. 5 on the clock. And it's Jokic in the corner. Tries again. Bull kicks to Jokic. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Harrison. Bull dishes to Porter. Jokic inside. And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Doncic with it. Kicks it out to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Porzingis can't hit. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Passes it to Jokic and stolen by Richardson. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Richardson finds Marjanovic, and too long on the shot. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Gordon. Doncic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Back to Hardaway. The 19-foot shot, good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Here's Harrison. Outside, Porter. Floats it up for Jokic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Harrison. Doncic, no good. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
1:03 left in the first. Here's Harrison. Pass to Jokic. Doncic with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. No good. That would have tied it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Doncic. Michael Porter making his last shot. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Here's Harrison. Porter outside. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Melly in a power forward position.
This is Hardaway Jr.'s role, guys. I mean, he's out there to score, especially from this area.
Here's Rivers. And the layup is good. Rivers has got his first points in this one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Cauley Stein passes to Melly. Dishes to Hardaway. Down low. Knocked loose. Millsap with the steal. Here's Najee. Guarded by Hardaway. Now the pass to Millsap. Back to Morris. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brunson. Fast break Dallas. Here's Melly. The feed to Cauley Stein. Here's Burke. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Denver in the lead. Here's Najee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Here's Johnshaw. Pass to Najee. To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Richardson outside. Porzingis inside. Inside, Green, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Mavericks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. And stolen by Bull. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Now Doncic. No points in the game hit for him. Richardson for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. The Nuggets leading by 3. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jokic kicks to Porter. 6 to shoot. With the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Doncic left side. He dishes it to Richardson. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Porter passes to Bull. Richardson against Jokic. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Down low. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Brunson. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Denver leading by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Porter. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Here's Harrison. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Gordon. Back to Harrison. He gets it in there.
Jokic is really good in these pick and pop situations. He loves them, and he executes them.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 14 points. And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Austin Rivers is out there with Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. It's Najee in at the four-man position. Outside Millsap. Kicks it to Morris. Pass to Najee. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Mavericks trail by 5. Now, here's Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Basket counts. Rivers has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Denver.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the basket is good.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Porzingis kicks to Richardson. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Pass to Morris. Lets the three fly. That one's not going to go. And it's Dallas the other way. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Here's Porter. Yep, that one goes. And now a 9-point Nugget lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Redick with it, now guarded by Porter. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint, and the dunk by Bull.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Porzingis finds Powell. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
On the wing, Gordon lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trail by 8. 59 seconds left in the third. Over to the wing. Here's Finney Smith. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jokic inside. Guarded by Doncic. Yep, that one goes in there. Jokic has got 16.
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Yep, it counts. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. $19 seconds left to play here in the third. Millsap's against Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Burt grabs the miss. And here's Brunson. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 8-point game. Marjanovic is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Burke the pass to Powell. All alone. That one misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Green the pass to Chancho. Lets it go from 11. And it's off the back rim. No good. Dallas shooting here about 46% for the game. Now here's Burke. Guarded by Porter. Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap looking it over from deep. And another miss by Denver.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. The shot. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Here's Harrison. Here's Millsap. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Brunson kicks to Burke. Hardaway with it. Millsap covering. Lets it go from the wing. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for JaMychal Green. Gordon's checked in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Harrison. Here's Jokic. Good D by Hardaway. Mavericks trail by 4. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Cauley-Stein.
What a big shot from Richardson there. Fearless.
Morris looking over the floor. Doncic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Up top, Morris. Guarded by Doncic. Morris against Doncic. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And another miss by Denver. The Mavericks are going 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Richardson the pass to Doncic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for the Mavericks. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Monte Morris.
Yeah, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. Back to Richardson. Dallas moving it around to take the lead. That one, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Passes it to Bull. There's Harrison. Now Jokic. Cauley Stein defending. Back to Jokic. Porter passes to Jokic. And no good. Nice D from Porzingis.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Harrison scanning the floor. There's the dish to Bull. Missed. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So Dallas will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Porzingis. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Here's Redick. And it's Dallas with another.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Porzingis with the ball. Great action here if you're just joining us about 1 minute into OT. Here's Brunson. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And he commits the intentional foul. On the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Doncic from 13. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Harrison passes to Gordon. Here's Porter. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Ball's knocked loose. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Count it.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Now, Doncic. And they call an illegal screen here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Bol, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Outside Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him. And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Up top, Doncic. He kicks it to Cauley-Stein. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
They get the points they need as Redick shows just how cold-blooded he can be. JJ has the bench up and going crazy with that one.
And it's Gordon missing, and the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Puts it up off the inbound. It's good!
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Denver calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks. Bullock, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking the... And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
And the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the three. And for the Mavericks, we've got Josh Richardson. Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And it's good for two.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Here's Doncic. Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Leonard.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And Doncic throws it down.
And Sean, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. No good with the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Cousins throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And here is Doncic. To the inside, stolen by Beverly. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. Trey Burke comes in for Doncic. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Jackson, he's checked in for Paul George. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Melly passes to Brunson. On the wing, Hardaway. The shot comes out. The Clippers in the lead.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
Here's Brunson. Wide open look here for Cauley-Stein. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now the pass to Mann. Jackson from long range. The Mavericks pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
.44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Jackson. Defense right on him.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Burke with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Off target with the open look. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the small forward. Here's Burke, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Now, here's Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And so here are the Clippers. 3-point lead. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. Now Doncic. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Finney-Smith. They get it back. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Here's Leonard. Cousins trying to free himself up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Doncic passes to Porzingis. The shot, no good. Clippers leading by 5. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Here's Leonard. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Outside Leonard. With the tip, Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got 6 points.
One thing about DeMarcus, he's got an edge to him, and a lot of the time, it works to his advantage.
Doncic against Beverly. And it's Doncic missing. Clippers leading by 7. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The shot by George, no good. Hardaway finds Cauley Stein. And that one's good. Burke's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Beautiful ball movement. Draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
Outside, George. And the layup's good off the glass.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Brunson the pass to Melly. Cousins against Cauley Stein. Hardaway dishes to Cauley Stein. An emphatic LU jam.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard inside, guarded by Hardaway, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Brunson the pass to Burke. Count the basket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds. And that's a...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to...
He went high. That was nice.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. Back to Marjanovic. Shoots over Cousins. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Batum inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
And here is Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Cousins against Powell. To the middle. Here's Morris. Porzingis with the block.
With his length
Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
5 on the clock. Here's Leonard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on J.J. Redick. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Porzingis. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. One-on-one fast break. Here's Mann. Drops in the layup for 2. Mann's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Here's Brunson, and there it is for him.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. There's the pass to Mann. Zubac's with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the paint. Pass to Kennard. Just 3 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Mavericks trail by 10. Burke with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And yes, it's good. Burke's got 7 points.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Outside Jackson. Jackson is doubled. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 10.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Melly passes to Brunson. Cauley-Stein in the post. Working on Zubac. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
43 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Jackson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 7 points in the game.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Melly. Now Hardaway. Pass to Melly with his first shot attempt. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And so it's Los Angeles. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. And the technical free throw is good.
I mean, a ferocious athlete. Josh Richardson has also proven to be a terrific 3-and-D guy.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. Pass to Leonard. Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Yeah, easy call.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And here is Doncic, and that one drops.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Outside, George. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Feeds to Morris. Outside, George. Back to Beverly. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the block. Doncic with it. Richardson, and it's blocked.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Beverly against Doncic. Powell, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Los Angeles leading by 5, and the Mavericks call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.J. Redick. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Okay, David, thanks.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Outside, Porzingis. The pass to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. Here's Doncic. Back to Cauley Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. Outside Leonard. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Now, here's Doncic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
George passes to Cousins. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Hardaway. Porzingis with the block. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Outside, George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. he remains confident in the clutch.
Mavericks trail by 3, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's George. Now the dish to Cousins. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Hardaway against Leonard. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. It counts.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic with it. George picks him up. It's the first that narrows the gap to 1.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game. You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
Outside Leonard. It's in!
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Doncic throws it down. And it's a tie ball game.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Inside, here's Cousins. No good.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here's Doncic, and he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And the officials are signaling for a video review of the last-second buzzer beater. Boy, this game hangs in the balance of the review now.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So the Clippers win the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Can't hit from the low block.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Porzingis inside, guarded by Jackson. Marjanovic, no good. The Clippers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Top of the key jumper, no good. Jackson kicks to George. Got a piece of it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Here's George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Over in the corner, Cousins. Back to George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Mistake by the defender, following a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 26 points.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Leonard against Doncic. Marjanovic passes to Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And so confident, even amongst the trees. Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Up top, Morris. It doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. Porzingis finds Doncic. Down low, pocket 6. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Count it!
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Now Leonard. Inside, here's Morris. Oh, off target. Dallas calls timeout. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And Jokic throws it down.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Now here's Jackson. To the paint. And he banks in the layup. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's Jackson. Nice D from Porter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Jokic. They get the rebound. Rivers scanning the floor. Passes to Bull. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Leonard. And it comes off the front of the rim. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And that one's good by Porter.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And stolen by Bull. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Leonard against Gordon. Rivers with it. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. It's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Millsap. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Gordon kicks to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver with a change here too. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Now here's Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And it's the Clippers with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Outside Rondo to the inside. It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. Here's Gordon. What a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the middle. Here's Batum. No good, unable to end this run. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Harrison. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Beverly wide open. Offensive rebound. Batum, good.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Morris looking over the floor. And again, Denver no good. Here's Kennard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 5. After this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Harrison. He's out there with Monte Morris. And it's John Shar in at the 3, the small forward. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Nuggets leading by 3. And here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot by Gordon, wide open. No good on the 3. Gordon's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Kennard for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Now Jokic. Pass to Gordon. Hole with it. Defended by Batum. 6 to shoot. Rivers dishes the ball. Up and in on the layup. Bulls got his first points of the game.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And Batum kicks to Beverly. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Cousins trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Porter. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. The pass to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Inside, Batum with the steal. Cousins finds Batum. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Kennard up top, guarded by Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Bull. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
It's blocked. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rivers with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Jokic passes to Bull. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lets it go with a 3. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Mann. Los Angeles with another miss. Denver in the lead. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Rivers. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Kennard against Porter. Fires the 3. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got 10 points.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
43 seconds left in the second quarter. It's good. Rivers has got 4 this quarter.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Pass to Kennard. Dishes it to Cousins. The shot will not fall. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 3. Down low. Feeds it to Bull. Back to Jokic. Good on the bucket. 6 points for Jokic.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end. And that'll.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. They've got Ivica Zubac. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now, here's George. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Another one falls for the Clippers.
That's a nice play by Paul George, showing a nice touch from the mid-range.
Here's Morris. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. The feed to McGee. A baseline J. And it's McGee with the jam.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Here's Jackson. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Basket counts.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Morris with the ball. George picks him up. Harrison kicks to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. And there it is for him. Morris has got his first 2 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
On the wing, George. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Morris outside. Outside Millsap. Leonard with the steal. Outside George. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Jackson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Bol, lays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for Bol.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 3-point game.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong.
And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Leonard dishes to Morris. Over Bol. Los Angeles with another miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
The Nuggets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Clippers trail by 5. Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Leonard. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Leonard against Jokic. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
Pass to Porter. Now here's Bol. Covered by Morris. And that one's good by Porter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Rondo against Rivers. And with that, the Denver lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Morris.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
The pass to Jokic. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one is good. Jokic has got 8.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Leonard looking around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Bol.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now. Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Harrison passes to Porter. Back to Harrison. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3/4 of play in a close game here. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Nuggets leading by 3. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. They've got Harrison. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Porter in at the shooting guard. Leonard with the steal. Here's Beverly, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
Here's Harrison. Passes it to Gordon. Outside, Porter. Gordon kicks to Millsap. It's good.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Beverly with the ball. Zubac trying to break loose. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And Millsap slams it in.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And Millsap slams it in.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
They get it back. Batum. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Gordon goes in. Yep, it counts. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Batum. And it's Denver with the rebound.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Gordon kicks to Porter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it's Beverly missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And it's Gordon missing. Clippers trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver.
Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. Jackson against Millsap. Here's Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Harrison. On the wing, Gordon. Green passes to Harrison. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Green missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Harrison scanning the floor. Leonard against Gordon. Back to Harrison. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Beverly dishes to Batum. Over Green. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Gordon, the pass to Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Harrison. Porter dishes to Green. The tray. It's rebounded by Leonard. Now the Clippers with it. They trail by 7. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Over Gordon. And it's Leonard missing. So we see Denver get the win here. They seem to relish. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there at Bol. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Rivers in at the point.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Rivers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic from downtown. Porzingis finds Doncic. Shot clock at 3. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Bull.
You know, Porzingis keeps defenders on their toes because he's such a skilled player and has a bunch of moves.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, you can see the confidence Doncic shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep. No hesitation.
Rivers passes to Bull. Back to Rivers. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Marjanovic with it. And he banks in the layup.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
And here's Rivers. Pass to Porter. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Here's Rivers. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Now, Doncic. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Pass to Richardson. From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic on top. Richardson covering. And that one's good. Jokic. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Now, here is Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Melly. Outside Hardaway. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Morris passes to Harrison. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. As Demelli. Outside Hardaway. Off target from three-point range. Here's Millsap. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Porter is out there with Harrison, and there's Gordon, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Gordon. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Gordon. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
On the wing, Doncic. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Porter dishes the Bull. There's Harrison. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bull can't hit, and that's a foul called on Bull. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Nelly is checked in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Burke, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hardaway with a wide open look. Dallas, no good that time either. Denver in the lead. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Guys, I like the hustle from Jokic. I mean, this guy knows exactly how to get to his spots in transition.
Outside Hardaway. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Marjanovic passes to Brunson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Here's Rivers. He has 6. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Burke kicks to Marjanovic. Passes it to Brunson. Hardaway from outside. He can't get that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Here's Jokic. The short one's on the money. Jokic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Hardaway. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Maley.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Rivers. And there's the pass to Jokic. And then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Brunson scanning the floor. And stolen by Bull. Here's Rivers. The rebound by Marjanovic. And Burke has it in the corner. Pass to Brunson. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Jokic firing on all cylinders. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points and 2. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Melly in at the 4 slot. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Rivers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Doncic against Morris. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Doncic.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Richardson against Morris. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Jokic high post. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
Doncic with it. 5 points in the game. Porzingis finds Richardson. Sinks the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
The Nuggets leading by 7. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Chancho. Back to Jokic. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Passes it to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now just a 4-point Denver lead.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Morris looking over the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, stolen by McGee. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's an 8-point Denver lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 8. The pass to Harrison. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Misses the 3. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Morris. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets lead by 8. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Harrison, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Rivers, and it's Bull in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Melly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Melly's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the man. And here's Rivers. He dishes it to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete and throws it down with some major force.
Now here's Brunson. He kicks to Hardaway. Here's Powell. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. JaMychal Green comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Gordon's checked in for JaMychal Green. And it's Michael Porter in for Morris. Now here's Rivers. Kicks it to Gordon. Porter looking it over. Pass to Bull. Pass to Jokic. Now, here's Bull. Guarded by Porzingis. Another shot. And it's Jokic missing. Mavericks trail by 6. Now, Doncic. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The pass to Marjanovic. Pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic down low. Out to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis on target from 13 feet.
Boy, you can see it in his eyes. Porzingis looking aggressively for his shot.
Denver leading by 6. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Rivers, and the shot is good.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Porzingis. D right on him. Marjanovic, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Now here's Rivers. That's tipped and stolen by Richardson.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Porzingis inside. Passes to Marjanovic. Baseline jumper. That one a little long.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Porter passes to Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Millsap comes in for Porter. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Now, here's Doncic. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Redick with the 3. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Here's Denver now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Offline with his 3. Doncic looking it over. Here's Porzingis. Off on that one. So the Nuggets win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.